Hey guys, welcome to Simply Bitcoin, a channel that breaks down all the daily Bitcoin news, from Twitter to important updates to cringy daily fails. We've got it all. But before we get started, please like and subscribe. We are going to kick it off with the Clark Moody dashboard.
Clark Moody dashboard.
So, block height of 646,347. We're looking at a Bitcoin price of 11,984. Chain rewrite days 548, and the total Lightning capacity of 1,057.49 Bitcoin.
Dude, those are sexy looking numbers, man. Lightning's
Right?
up, the price is up. We hit 12, we broke 12K today
We
for
did
the
break
second
12K
time.
today.
So that was, that was kind of a big deal, but we're still in between. Anyways, but the chain rewrite days, man, that keeps going up. The security of Bitcoin just keeps going up. So Phil, is it time for the daily fail?
Ajit Tripathi. Oh, Ajit. All right, so criticize DeFi all you want, but DeFi is the thing that finally destroyed Bitcoin maximalism's credibility by sucking maxis into the vortex. From here, let's hope crypto is about the technology and apps and not beliefs and shamans. Says the guy, that's doing shitcoining himself. So of course, he needs this to validate his narrative.
Wait, Phil. Oh.
This is like that finally destroyed Bitcoin maximalism, right? Like it totally killed our whole narrative. Oh shit!
And this is why Satoshi the chicken is laughing too.
Are you serious? So
yeah.
Okay. So obviously,
you know what's funny though, Phil, is that they were saying the same thing about Ethereum in 2017. Now it's DeFi. It's always this different thing that's gonna kill Bitcoin, but never does.
Either way, though, if you look into it, right, these tokens and shit, like they've got like 30,000 of them. Like YFI has like 30,000, so it trades at like 35K. What? I don't understand. Like, what value does it have to somebody holding it besides number go up? And why does number go up? And where does the money come from? So I just think it's just a total. I think it's like I honestly think it's ICO on steroids. That's what it is. Like the ICO craze, but on steroids, and even less understandable than than ICO's use cases. So the daily fail is, the lesson is Bitcoin is not dead. And our narrative is very much alive.
I love it. So the daily lesson from Phil is Bitcoin is not dead. And then I'm just going to put an asterisk. Obviously.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Anyways, so I think it's time for the daily meme review. Some crazy things happened today. So it's by Bitcoin Meme Hub, and he took Plan B, and Plan B liked it too on Twitter. And our boy Nick liked it as well. And we're gonna talk a little bit about what this chart means during the price discussion section of our show. But man, this is a great meme, and let's give it a play.
We're gonna watch it. There's no volume.
Can you hear it? Can you hear it now?
Very, very low.
Okay. Well, the song was the final chapter for Phil that couldn't hear it. And you know what? When I saw this, it was fucking hilarious. And, shout out to Plan B. And we're going to play out the significance of why this is significant and what these 4 red dots are. But it's time, Phil, to rate the meme. What are we going to give it?
You want me to go first?
Of course.
Thank you. So, very good. Very well done. Bitcoin Meme Hub gets
a perfect 10.
Let's get another perfect 10.
So, Bitcoin
we got to find
Hub,
crappier memes. We got to find crappier memes.
I know, right?
So
we keep getting
the numbers can vary.
Scores. So, Bitcoin Meme Hub kind of trolled me today, in the toxic Bitcoin chat. And he basically said he was going to block me for not giving him a 10. I'm going to put that right here so you guys could look at what I'm talking about. And you know what? I'm not going to fucking give him a 10. I'm going to give him an 11. So props to Bitcoin Meme Hub. That was an awesome meme. And you know what? That's actually a perfect segue to the daily price discussion. So the daily price discussion, it's weird, right, guys? For some reason, you're not seeing a chart. Why is that? Okay, well, if I'm sure all you guys are familiar with Plan B stock to flow at this point, and you know what? It's like clockwork. And okay, he said that. So we both feel like it's like clockwork. And man, the first red dot, the second red dot, the third red dot, and the fourth red dot. And you know what? September actual, it's actually at 12,000. So it's a little bit ahead of schedule. So it's crazy, man. His stock to flow model has been accurate so far. And we saw that today when Bitcoin actually hit that 12,000 level, right? So that 12,000 level was pretty significant that it hit it. Again, we're still ranging in between, we're still ranging in between the 10,500 and the 12,500 level. That's a really significant breakout. But the significance of today's price discussion is that, man, Plan B stock to flow ratio is still right on schedule, baby. And for us Bitcoiners, man, that is super, super freaking exciting.
It is.
And Phil, I think it's time for the Daily News, sponsored by Okay, guys, some shady stuff is going on in Russia, okay? And I have 3 articles to prove this, right? The Russian government wants to know what the country's data centers are up to, and that includes cryptocurrency mining farms. This doesn't sound so nefarious at first glance, right? If the bill passed, it would oblige data centers with the nation to report their operations to the Ministry of Supervising Agency, the Internet Censor. Oof, sounds. Are you sure Russia had a revolution? Doesn't sound like it, to be honest, Phil. And so this is the first thing, but it doesn't sound so nefarious. Kazakhstan also has those rules, and Iran has those rules where you have to register. You have to register if you are a Bitcoin miner. But then it gets a little bit darker. Russia clamps down on Bitcoin-related websites again. So if you start putting together the pieces, something's going on here. Article 75 of the Constitution of the Russian Federation provides that the monetary unit in the Russian Federation is a ruble. The emission of money is carried out exclusively by the Central Bank of the Russian Federation. And the introduction and issue of other money in the Russian Federation is not allowed. So if you put this together with this, looks like some shady stuff is going on in the Soviet Union. Scratch that. Russia, I guess. So what are your thoughts on this, Phil?
I mean, definitely, these things may seem unrelated, but it is both, the same watchdog organization that's number one, looking at the industry further, and number two, pointing to the fact that only the Central Bank of Russia is allowed to, issue any currency. So
very, very
I definitely think that, things are about to get a lot more interesting.
Definitely. And they do get a lot more interesting. Guess what? Now it's physical violence. Unknown assailants have attacked multiple pro-Bitcoin politicians in Russia in recent weeks. Look at this, guys.
Wow.
This has all been posted today. A coordinated attack on Russian crypto mining, an announcement by the government to clamp down on Bitcoin not being an official currency, and the politicians that want it to be a currency in Russia. Guess what? Mr. Putin doesn't like you very much. So some very shady stuff is going down in Russia right now. So, man, this is some sketchy stuff. But the awesome part about Bitcoin is that, hey guys, it's decentralized, so you can still run it anyways, baby. So what do you think, Phil?
Yeah, I mean, that's, you know what, like, look at that development, right? Now you've got physical attacks on pro-Bitcoin, pro-Bitcoin politicians. So, and don't get me wrong, but there's kind of a history of that type of behavior out in Russia.
Yeah, but it's crazy
because
this is
cryptocurrencies, but for different events,
Yeah, it's a totalitarianistic society, and it's weird because they had a revolution, but I guess it wasn't full-fledged. So that's very interesting. And I want to make an announcement. Yesterday we got a winner. Somebody found out who.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody found the Easter egg that said 6.15 for what is it, external riches and big titty bitches, eternal riches and big titty bitches. So shout out to you, whoever you are, anonymous. Shout out to you. Your password here at Vicious Drama. This Trezor hardware wallet is yours. You already gave me your shipping information. I will send that out to you. And guys, this is the end of the show. I hope you guys liked it. Tune in tomorrow if you want Simply Bitcoin, daily recaps of only Bitcoin and no shitcoin. See you guys later.